it's quite big, you know. There's quite a lot of stuff to actually talk about. Let's flip this over. Here we don't want blue, we want red, because it is Raw. Let's see if I can just get this better aligned. There we go. Right. So we've got Braun Strowman and Big Bronson Reed colliding in a last monster stand-in match. That obviously is very interesting for us Wyatt Sicks fans, because we are looking at that wondering if they're going to make their presence felt there. So that is definitely a match that for many reasons people have got their eyes on. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are both going to speak before Hell in a Cell. We've got new Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso. He's going to appear. What a moment that was last week. Like, him winning was so, like, well received. I think it got, like, over 50 million views across, like, all of social media. Putting it as one of the biggest moments of the year. I'm sure it went on to do, like, you know, 67. I don't know if that's going to connect or not, but it looks like there's a little bit of movement there now. Looks like it's a little bit better. So, hopefully that's coming through. I can see that we are getting something, but it looks like it's crashing again. It looks... I mean, this is... You know, we're trying. We're fighting. We're battling. Let's see if I can drop the quality any further. And we'll see if it's there or thereabouts, though. It really wants to. It's desperately trying. Let's see if we can drop that a little bit more. Can I drop it a little bit more? It is dropping frames, but hopefully there's some sort of image that's getting through. I'm here, I'm working, I'm trying. Can I drop it further? I can drop it further. Let's see. Quality of this might not be very good, but I've dropped it low. Still going to drop frames, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is still dropping frames. We're trying. We're fighting. We are trying. So we've had Jey come out. We got Bron Breakker out there. I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to keep trying on this. Yeah, that's... it's there or thereabouts. There is a chance that we will be back live. There is a chance. But at the moment, it's still all the routers. It's actually my phone that looks like it's come back the best. So, yeah, I think we're doing okay. I have no idea what the quality is like. I have no idea if this is going to hold. I'm not going to give you any guarantees here because it's all out of my hands. I mean, I feel like I am speaking to people, though, because it's not dropping any frames. So if that is true, obviously, apologies. There is nothing I can do here. Like, the internet has just gone down. Every single thing that I've got does not work. My phone doesn't work. The routers don't work. Like, nothing has worked. I reported it. But, yeah, that's holding by the looks of it. That looks like it's holding. So, I think we are back, yeah? I think we might be back. Well, touch woods. I mean, no drop frames at the moment, so... God, that was a nightmare. I mean, I've done nothing but reconnecting to routers, resetting routers. I didn't even really watch that first segment, to be perfectly truthful with you. So I genuinely don't know what I've missed. The only thing is, I saw the blue on the title, which I thought looked really good. And I saw that Braun came down and there was a show of respect. Now, there is a belief that Bron Breakker is going to be turning face. Because at the live event, there was like barking and stuff. He was barking, trying to get the crowd on his side. And Jey was yeeting. And both of them were kind of playing to the crowds in quite a fun way. And so the belief was, it looked like Bron Breakker was trying to, practice tease being a face. So if that is kind of what we've just had there, that's a very interesting development. So, yeah. That seems to be a takeaway. The blue on the title seems to be a takeaway. And honestly, I didn't even hear what he said. So I can't really comment on that. But at the moment, this appears to be holding. Ian, shout out to you. Said yeet for 1 year. Yes, Ian, shout out to you, my friends. Shout out to you. And Man United Hodge said yeet. I hope all is well except internet. Everything's good, buds. Thank you, my friends. I was out for the weekend, which is why I wasn't around. I went out on Saturday night, got horrifically drunk, and so woke up on my bathroom floor on Sunday. And so I'm back now. And now today, it's not me that's the problem, it's the internet. We have got Liv and Dirty Dom. They are posing by... Oh, hello. Judgment Day arriving. Posing by this car. This Lucha Lowrider. Okay. Dom talking to Finn. Having some travel issues. The business we had has all been taken care of. Okay, definitely feels like there's more to that. The business we had has been taken care of. That Lucha Lowrider feels like it's going to get trashed, doesn't it? That's how it feels. There we go, Mattel Lucha Lowrider available in stores right now. Rey Mysterio is in the ring. I did actually ask a question about who should beat Jey Uso. I don't really know how that works, though. Let's unpin that message. We don't need that anymore. Do I see the answers for the Jey Uso thing? I don't think I do I? I've never done the question thing before, so I thought I'd give it a try whilst I was out of action. I don't really get it. Balakordim Domsky said, James... never been more excited to hear a British accent, said J14. No one has. This is the most excited that anyone has ever been to hear a British accent. Okay, so first match, Rey versus Xavier. That's going to be our first match tonight. Let me try. I really want to jump in the chat. Of course I do, but I need to just make sure that we've got everything solid. It certainly seems to be holding. I mean, I've got the settings pretty low. Lower than I would like them to be. But I think it should be okay. Okay, so we've got Xavier in there with Rey Mysterio. This is following last week when you might remember there was a little bit of back and forth between them. Let's click on that. Let's... Whenever you're in a slump in this industry, everything just feels that little bit worse. Everything feels like it's under the microscope, says Wade Barrett. 120. Oh, it's the 1st today. 1st of October? Not quite how I wanted to start October, but... Boom. Man United Hodge said, do we think Xavier turns heel? Of the options on the table, I've always been more into the idea of Kofi turning, to be honest. I've been more into Kofi because I think they've made it very obvious that Xavier is in the process of turning heel. It absolutely could go that way, but if they want to do a swerve, the swerve would be to actually turn Kofi instead. So I am looking at Xavier, and there is absolutely a chance that Xavier does turn. But part of me is looking at the idea of it actually being Kofi that does instead. MLW Flash said, hi, bud, missed a lot of you live, says MLW Flash. MLW Flash, shout out to you, my friends. Yeah, well, I mean, we struggled tonight. I mean, 2 hours. Pretty much 2 hours, wasn't it? Probably a bit over that I was knocked out of action for. My only hope is that this holds for the rest of the stream. That's my only hope right now. But listen, you know, I don't want to spend this stream going, oh, I hope it holds, I hope it holds. So let's park that and see if we can get our teeth into whatever it is we're going to be getting on the show tonight. Really looking forward to Braun against Bronson. Don't know what it's going to mean for the Wyatt Sicks. I know a lot of people have said that there's no LED screens around the ring posts, but as I typed in the chat earlier, there is a rumor that we may be seeing the Hell in a Cell cage tonight. I don't know if they've shown it yet, but that would explain why we don't have the LED screens. Some people wondering if we're going to get the ring breaker. It'd be great if we do. It's always a fun spot. But there are reports that we might be seeing the Hell in a Cell cage tonight, and that would also explain why we don't have the LED screens on the ring posts. So, right, let's go into... I want to make sure that we're up to speeds with... Oh, it's quite a few to get through. So, Shell Middleton, shout out to you, my friends. Kim's Trains, aka Nick Butcher, shout out to you, buds. Stephen said, hello, everyone. I hope Days is back soon. Well, do you know what, Stephen? I think the gods saw your message, and I think they were like, okay, we'll do it for Stephen. So, in many ways, Stephen, I'm going to say thank you for being the one to bring the stream back. Norma, shout out to you, my friends. Kim's Trains gifted a membership, which is really kind. Appreciate that, my friends. Ian, of course, Yeet for 1 year. Ian's been a member for 12 months. Man United Hodge, who's been a member for 32 months. That's amazing. Says, hope all is well except the internet. And Man United Hodge asking about Xavier turning heel, which I think there's a good chance, but I lean a little bit more to it being Kofi. If I had a gun to my head, I think I'd be leaning more to it being Kofi, just because I think it's a lovely little cheeky swerve, and it'll catch people off guard, and I could see them doing it. But either way, definitely something to keep an eye on. I think it's a very interesting situation. And then MLW Flash says, missed a lot of you live. Well, I'm back now, baby, and hopefully everyone is okay. Up Alert said he's back. He is back. AB Jobson said business has been taken care of, according to Finn. Can't wait to see what that is. Zoom Station said Braun looks sad. Word of Wrestling, hello. Shout out to you, buds. Suzanne said, I've got my days fix. I'm here. I can chat away. But I think when Jey brought up Roman and his family tonight, it's a setup for the reunion, says Amethyst Pieces. Kelly, the wise lady, shout out to you. Are you excited for Bad Blood, said Stephen. Very excited. I think the card looks good. I'm genuinely looking forward to the show. We will be live for that. I mean, I know we've had internet trouble tonight. It has been pretty bad weather-wise round by me. Today, I would say exceptionally bad, actually. It's been very blowy. I mean, no, we don't have like hurricanes, major storms like that, but it was bad wind. It was raining hard all day. So I don't know that it was a storm or anything, but it was definitely more severe than what we usually get. I didn't think it would affect the internet, though. It didn't seem to be that bad. So, yeah, hopefully this is not a sign of things to come this weekend. But, oh, nice. Off the rope springboard crossbody there by Ray. Goes for the pin. And, yep, there we go. Just gets 2 count. So, yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. I still need to do my predictions. They'll probably go up Wednesday on the second channel. And then on Thursday, I'll get your predictions for Bad Blood as well. Tonight, I'll still do everything as planned. Probably a Wyatt Sicks video. I would imagine we will get their presence tonight. So, looking to do a Wyatt Sicks video. But I'm guessing it won't be till much, much later. That woman in the front row, the one that was kind of had her arm around Jey, you can sort of see her in the background right now. She's very animated. She's like, even in this match, she's got her hands on her head. She's like screaming away. Ray going against the ropes, looking for a 619. Xavier moves out the way, picks up Ray. Ray, oh, a little bit sloppy. He's trying to counter it. Oh, the mask has been pulled off. Xavier pulls off the mask and then he rolls up Ray. Wow. So he pulls the mask off and he rolls up Rey. So he capitalizes rather than giving him his mask back and all of that. Xavier wins. Wow, that's bad, isn't it? That's cheeky. That is very much taking advantage. What was I supposed to do, said Xavier. I didn't mean to. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we got Lyra backstage with Sonya and Shayna. Let's get the scores in for that match, shall we? You're going to be out there all alone. No Natalia. What's the other girl's name? Zelina. Kaden and Katana have been helping her, though. Won't they be around? You don't have to worry about Shayna. She doesn't bite. Unless I tell her to. Okay, coming up next, Lyra against Zoey. It's probably the match that we were least excited for. But that is coming up next. Trick Williams, I don't know if you saw his track that he dropped earlier. He's done a diss track on Ethan Page. It's all over social media. It's really good, really fun. Talks about sending him back from where he came from. Right, all-time great, good, bad. Let's get that poll up, shall we? What did you think about that last match? So, Rey having his mask ripped off. What does that mean for Xavier? Is it a sign that he's turning heel? Or did he just, you know, he was in the heat of battle? He was saying, what was I meant to do? Right, we don't have it on screen, do we? I've only just noticed that. Let's see if I can get that fixed. Ian, shout out to you, my friend. That's really kind. Really appreciate that, bud. Sending in 5 gifted memberships, which is so kind. I honestly, it's one of the nicest things. People so appreciated it. So, Ian, shout out to you, my friend. Very, very generous. Let's see if we can repair the chat on screen. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Trick the Shop Boy said, Days, Wyatt Sicks, who's going to show up tonight? Is Wyatt Sicks showing up tonight? I genuinely don't know. I mean, what I would say is there's been a lot of noise around it. So I'm certainly looking at it thinking that it is going to go that way. I am expecting them... to be honest, I don't know if we see them tonight or if Bronson gets help. You know, what could happen is that we could see Braun against Bronson. We could see some outside interference, and we could see it being a case that Bronson gets the win because of outside interference. That then means that whoever helped is now in the crosshairs of the Wyatt Sicks. So it might not be we get the Wyatt Sicks this week. It just might be we get the reason why the Wyatt Sicks need to be involved. We might get that this week. So I'm kind of torn as to whether we get them or not. I don't know that we're going to get Final Testament getting involved and then immediately the Wyatt Sicks come out. Absolutely could go that way, though. Absolutely could go that way. Or it might just be that we see Braun get beaten down and then the Wyatt Sicks put a message out, you know. Basically, I don't know, saying we saw or whatever. We're not waiting for an answer anymore, or you forced our hand or something like that, you know. So it's going to be very interesting. That is definitely the match that everyone is going to have eyes on. Carl and Dawn, hello. Said hello, Days. Stay cheeky. Same to you, my friends. Same to you. Hope you're doing well. Love the new profile picture, by the way. Oh, hello. We've got a few more super chats that have come in. James said, less mention of United, the better. Thank you. Yes, all football talks about. We should have done this a long time ago, actually. We're not going to talk about football or soccer anymore. It's banned. So that's not connected to any results or anything. I just think it's better for us as a wrestling community if we just don't talk about football ever again. So all football talk is banned now. Oh, here's that. We think Viking Raiders. Prepare yourselves. But that's it. Boom. Oh, here he is. Hey, here he is. Xavier backstage. Bumps into Kofi. Don't worry about it. Gotta ask. Did you do that on purpose? Congrats. He's a legend, is a Hall of Famer. Who's that in the background? It looks a bit like LA Knight, or is that Carrion? Who is that? You've earned it. I love Jey, but I can beat Jey. Yeah, I think that is Carrion, isn't it? I think, yeah, Carrion. EA UFC creator. Well, what does that mean then? Does that mean that Final Testament aren't going to get involved in Bronson? If Carrion is sniffing around Xavier? Right, Richard said 13 months been having problems with internet issues, said Richards. Well, 13 months, Richard. Shout out to you, my friends. I've been having massive problems with internet. Although it is quite interesting. A lot of people got in touch with me to say that in America there's been big problems as well with Verizon or something. I mean, there's been some horrible storms. I don't believe that's connected, though. But people were saying that there's been some really, really bad outages in America as well. Again, I don't think it's connected. I genuinely think it's just my local mast. But it seems like there's a few issues out there, so... Richard, shout out to you, bud. Hope you're well. Loopy Girl said, I'm glad you're back, Days. I'm glad to be back as well, buds. Mosey the Wrestling God said, I'm back. Glad you're back, Days. All love. Mosey the Wrestling God, shout out to you. Nita Nitro said, it's not the same. Aww. Just as we were talking, we hit a little bit of lag, don't we, eh? Just as we were talking. Here comes Lyra and... Okay, I just turned it off, turned it back on again. Is that still going to drop frames? Wow, this is frustrating, isn't it? This is frustrating. Right, here is Zoey and Sonia and Shayna. Let's change this over. I've tried dropping it again, so we've gone down a little bit further again to a couple of thousand. So I don't know. Quality of this is probably rubbish, but I really don't think people are going to care as long as it holds. So hopefully, you know, we're just going to have to keep playing with it. Lyra on the edge of the ring. The good news is it's not completely gone. It's just right on the verge of what is needed for streaming. That's kind of where it is. Right. Nita Nitro, shout out to you, my friends. Wes said, check the email. I hope all is well. Wes, shout out to you. I haven't even done that, but I'll try and get through them. I'll put it down to have a little look after, like, we've got through Raw. Man United Hodge gifted a membership. Really appreciate it, my friends. King Yeti said only losers gift memberships. King Yeti, hope you're doing well, buds. And Richard Jr. said Zoey Stark will win. Mark my words. Richard, shout out to you, buds. Whilst we're back, I need to try and get the match score for that last match so that we have at least managed to get that. We have moved on to Zoey and Lyra now. Here we go. So good, 60%. Great, 21%. Bad, 10%. All-time, 8%. So that is good 90% for that first match. Good 90%. Now we've got Lyra versus Zoey. And we'll get the score for this one in a bit. Lovely. So Hack Duggan said, Days, what if Ray turned heel instead of Kofi and Xavier? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't hate that, to be honest. I don't hate Xavier turning heel. I mean, definitely they're putting a lot in place to make it feel like it's him that's turning, and he absolutely could be. But I don't know, just when it's so obvious like this, you do start to think, are they really going to go that way? You know, like how they like to do a swervy swerve, so. Days, I think the ring will collapse tonight, Strowman rematch, because they will both be on the top rope, says Connor. Does anyone know what shirt Bronson was wearing when he was walking in earlier, says Andrew. I don't. I know he's got a new shirt, nice one. Really nice, cool new shirt that's got like tsunami, big wave on it. It's white with like this wave on. It looks really good. In fact, I think I might even have it in a folder. Let's have a look, shall we, and see if we have one in a folder. Go down here, click on that, click on button maybe? Whoosh over. Sure, I saved it. Did I save it? Fun? No. WWE. No. Let's search Bronson Reed. I won't find it now, will I? Bronson Reed shirts. No. No. Ah, that one. Yeah. This one. It's quite nice, isn't it? I remember it being white, though. I don't remember it being black. I don't know if they do a white version. But I remember a tsunami with a big wave. I really feel like I've seen a white one. But either way, that's a new shirt of his. This dropped in just a couple of days ago and looks really good, I think. I love the design of that. Sometimes the shirts that just look really awful. I actually think this one looks pretty good. So, yeah, I'm really not down on that. So I don't know if it was that or a variation of that, but that is his new shirt. Lisa said, I was about to say, let one Tommy Toy Travel step up and stream tonight if you weren't going to do it, said Lisa. Well, he would be an adequate replacement, of course he would. The man, the myth, the legend. It just depends if his girlfriend would have let him do that, because we all know she is an awful person. Does Zoey have new ring gear? I'm going to lean towards yes, actually. It's yellow and black. I think it pops. I think it looks quite good. So, yeah. I don't remember her showing off quite as much skin before. I can't even remember what she used to wear, actually. But didn't she used to wear, like, some longer on the legs. Nice missile drop kick. She's actually doing some really good work, you know. Not a bad little match, this, which shouldn't be a surprise because both of these women are really talented. Oh, Lyra grabbing the leg of Zoey, looking for a suplex and getting it. Really good. Dean said, welcome back. Quick question. If the Wyatts are focused on Braun, does this mean that we won't be getting Alexa in the group? No. I don't think that Braun's going to join the group, personally. I feel like... Oh, here's the ref. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, Dean, no, the way I've took it is that they're saying to Braun, look, if you need help, then we're here for you. And Braun is someone that doesn't want to join the Wyatt Sicks. Nice. Zoey. 1, 2, 3. Zoey gets it. So I think they're offering help. I think they're basically saying, look, we're here to help you. We'll be there for you if you need us. You are still our brother. But I don't know that they're looking to bring him in as like a permanent member. That was not insinuated in that URL during Nightbirds. So, Lyra has been beaten up and destroyed. Here comes, is this going to be Kaden and Katana? Wow, I didn't realize that Katana had suffered an injury. She's come down with a mask. So, she's come down with a mask. Kaden is in the ring. They're trying to chase away Pure Fusion Collective. Kick coming in there by Kaden. Leg sweep there by Katana. Kick by Kaden. Kaden and Katana trying to deal with Sonya and Shayna. Yeah, is it going to be cake stand? Katana, boom! It's a good move, that. It looks really good. Fair play to Joe. He knew the name of the move straight away, even I don't know what their finisher's called. But he was like, they're going to go for the cake stand, aren't they? They're going to go for the cake stand. Let's go. Katana chants Kaden Kana. She got a broken nose, says James. Did you watch CM Punk Larry backstage? I did. I mean, yeah, we put it in Unseen earlier. What have we got here? Some sort of video package. The big Bronson Reed against Braun Strowman. That match still coming up tonight, of course. Carlin Dawn said it's UK censorship. Just joking. It's the internet, probably. Well, do you know what? It might be UK censorship. We are pushing those boundaries. We don't give a flip, mate. We don't give a flip. So you could totally understand them wanting to silence us. So video package right now just showing the amazing feud. I mean, it's been one of the best feuds of the year. Bronson and Braun. It's been absolutely... It's been a proper thrill ride. Loved it. It's been brilliant. It's one of those where I'm sure the Cody Roman or Seth Cody against Bloodline would be feud of the year. I think, of course, you would mention Liv Rhea and you would mention CM Punk Drew. But you got to mention Braun Bronson. It's been so much fun. So much fun. So we see the video package and we are backstage with a lot of security guards. Here is CM Punk. Punk just walks past all of those security guards and I'm guessing, is it going to be Punk next? It might be Punk next. Right. The ring is definitely going to break, says Julian Bronson. Braun said Dro. Spartan said L segment because no Lyra dance. L segment. Zelina, Natalia are done with PFC. I don't think they're done. I think they just said that they were off doing like promotional work. So I think it was just that, to be honest. So I think they're still involved. It's just they've been off doing promotional work. James, thank you. If we have a little look, here we go. Bring home the gold. Introducing the new Intercontinental Championship replica now available. It's exactly the same. They've just coloured in the water. I think it looks better. I'm still, like, not crazy about this design. It looks a little bit... I don't know what the name for the style is. Like, I don't know. It's not Art Deco. Or Art... I don't know. Art Rougeau. But it's... I don't know. It's a certain style. Which... it's not kind of what I look for, to be honest. I think I gave it, like, 7.5 when it was first revealed. Something like that. Even colouring in the blue, I'm probably still around. Do you know, part of the problem is, and it's ruined it for me, these to me remind me of either ovaries or testicles. I don't know why. It's because there's two of them and they're spaced out like this. Like they're just two. It's like we've got the belt, right, in the middle, and then we've gone and popped on a couple of testicles, or we've popped on a couple of ovaries just on the side there. So I sort of look at that and I'm like, eh. What is the start? It's kind of like, I look at this and it reminds me a little bit of the 24/7 belt, because that was like a circular faceplate. And that kind of had like a similar style. So I sort of look at it as a bit like that, to be honest. It's a long way away from what I would be looking for. But it's better. I mean, colouring it in blue, it's better. But it's one of those that people do like. They are a fan of it. It's not a belt that people aren't on board with. And I don't think it's bad. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not saying it's a terrible belt. I'm just saying that it's certainly not a belt that I'm madly in love with. But this is the new one. Coloured in, it looks a bit better. Even if it does have testicles or ovaries. Perhaps you're into that. Don't know. Perhaps if you're a lady, then you can pretend they're ovaries, and if you're a man, you can pretend they're testicles. But there we go. Bring home the gold. Bring it home. You can bring it home tonight. Replica belts available. Rob said the blue reminds me of an Attitude Era belt. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I get that, but I don't think anything about the belt says Attitude, does it? I don't look at that and see Attitude. I see like Art Deco, or I don't know art well enough to be able to tell you what the design is like, but it's a certain like sort of form of design. Art Deco, Art Rougeau, Art Nouveau, you know, all those different ones that begin with art. It's one of them. Bring back the Razor Ramon Intercontinental belt. Yeah, man. That older belt is still the goated belt for me. I love. Do you know what though? I love the Macho Man one, which is the one that we used to have. It's just the WWE logo was red. Don't know why. I loved that one with a little bit of red on it. Macho Man Intercontinental. Have a look. There he is. There he is. Swoosh over. This one over here. That one. Look at that. So the world was blue, but the WWEF logo was red. Love that one. Hello, here's Isla and Elba. What makes you think you can come in here and cut the line? Got a lot of shouting as Katana's absolutely livid. Oh, there we go. So the cell is being lowered. Boom, boom. That was good 89% for that other match. Okay, so we've lowered the cell, which is really cool to see. Adam Pearce said, I plan on delivering one hell of a special attraction. After Hell in a Cell, their war will be over. But we've got to make it through tonight. No physical battle tonight. I mean, there are a lot of security guards. Okay. So it looks like we're going to get Punk and we're going to get Drew. The best in the world. CM Punk. Let's go. CM Punk making his way down. Are you ready for NXT? Well, I'm ready. Is my internet ready? That's the question. Security are going to get their butt whipped, said Albert. Days, I agree. It looks better, but we get the OG IC title design back. I know. I still massively prefer that. I think a lot of it is nostalgia, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of youngsters were like, nah, the new one looks better. I wouldn't be surprised by that. And if you are of that opinion, I don't blame you at all. I think nostalgia plays a big part. But for me, that older design is still the GOAT. Just like how we never bettered the Winged Eagle. That's still the GOAT. But again, nostalgia probably playing a big part there. I mean, if you think of all the billions and billions, if not trillions, if not unlimited, probably is unlimited, different belt designs that you could generate or create. I can't believe that we've already created the perfect IC belt and the perfect WWE Championship. I can't believe the Winged Eagle can't be bettered. Even I think it can be bettered. I don't know how you do it, but I don't think we've done it. And I think that the OG IC title can be bettered. But again, we ain't done it. I certainly don't think this belt does it. Or do you remember the oval one from back in the day? Oh, hello, CM Punk getting up, just staring at this guy. So Punk's in there. He's got whites. Is he going to wear that? It's good for blood, innit? White. White shirt. White denim. CM Punk is inside the cell. Big holes in the side of the cell. I do like them. It makes it look gritty. Good for climbing as well. Here's Drew. That CM Punk shirt looks like Brian from Family Guy to me. That CM Punk shirt looks like Brian from Family Guy. I don't see it. Matt said, I love the Winged Eagle. It's my favourite belt. Cody's trying to get it back still. He spoke about it earlier. He is still working hard at trying to get it back. So we're going to have to see if it succeeds. If he can get it back. Oh, look at Drew. Drew's in a suit. Oh, look at him. Oh, I don't know about you, but if I was about to step inside Hell in a Cell, I'd put a tuxedo on as well. Look at him in his lovely suit. Dun, dun, dun. So, Drew is looking at this structure. And he's going to be stepping inside. There are a lot of holes in the cage, said Callie. Yeah, I genuinely don't know if it's got anything to do with, like, the cage being used previous and getting destroyed previous, or if they've put those holes there so that they can kind of climb up it. But you're on that one side in particular, there are a lot of holes. The cell isn't red. It hasn't been red for a while, though. I believe the last time we saw a cell was it WrestleMania 39? Do you remember we had Edge and Finn inside Hell in a Cell? I believe that was silver. So we've got this cluster of security guards getting in between Drew and CM Punk. Punk just staring at Drew. It's really good, this, because they've both cut individual promos, like CM Punk did one a few weeks ago, Drew last week. They didn't get in each other's way. They just allowed them to talk. And now we've put them inside the steel cage. I'm really hoping this is the match that I've been waiting for. The first one at SummerSlam with Seth as ref was not quite what I was looking for. The four corners, the strap match, I thought that was going to be it. But the touching of the corners just took away from that match for me. This should be it. This should be it. Two of them locked inside a cell, just beating the living daylights out of each other. So, really looking forward to this. Drew says, out of respect for your wife, after this Saturday, after what I do to you, your wife is going to have to feed you. She's going to have to bathe you. For the rest of the world, it'll be a celebration when you're gone. You've been injured 4 months and you'll be gone forever, and it's all thanks to Drew McIntyre. You don't want to talk? I can talk all day, said Drew. This is good. This is good. Punk bust all his fans in, said Zoom Station. CM Punk chants. CM Punk chants. Albert said Drew's gonna lose badly. Word of Wrestling said the red cell is where the Fiend lost the belt. You have to look in the mirror and realize who the idiots are. I can see the hatreds. You hate me and I hate you. You taught me how to hate. If you use it correctly, it's a powerful weapon. This is really good. That hate will die with you. Drew's saying that you taught me how to hate. Drew's walking away. Surely Punk's saying something. There we go. The microphone is being handed over. Drew stops. Oh, you're going to talk? You're going to talk? Okay, I'll wait. I'll listen. Here's Punk. Best in the world. I've got nothing to say to a piece of garbage like you. it's good, isn't it? I'm going to send you home to Scotland in a box. That's going to be expensive, man. Airfare, honestly, it's so expensive. I get figures from America and God only knows what Drew in a box would cost. On your hands and your knees, crawling, begging. It's really good. Oh, it's really good. It's not a god that you'll be praying to. It's not the devil you'll be praying to. It'll be CM Punk. I will see you in hell. Ah! Ah! How do you not want to see this match? Of course you do. We all do. This is how you build a match, man. They both do promos. Individual promos. Then you put them inside the cell. And they cut a promo at the same time. And they deliver that promo. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's what wrestling is, man. Two people. With just nothing but hatred in their hearts. Gonna rip each other apart inside Hell in a Cell. Here's Braun. We got any puppets? Have we got any Plutos? Nervous, I am not. Oh, here's the Miz. Mizzy Miz. R-Truth's back, yes! Yes! R-Truth! You got hit with 5 tsunamis and R-Truth's like, I don't remember that. Oh, Braun said, I've got to go. See you, Andre. See you, Andre. I don't like the way that Carrier's been picking on you. AOP. What books have they written? Awesome Truth is back, baby. Awesome Truth is back. Awesome. Can't help but smile when R-Truth's around, can you? What a guy. What a guy. James said, I love Truth. Erase Your Mind said, it's all coming together. Word of Wrestling says, look out. Callie says, Andre. Rick says, wizard and a witch. Wizards and a witch. Hey, what's this match? What's happening? Got Judgment Day. Still no Finn Balor. R-Truth is so funny, said Steven. What books have they written? That took me out, said Alex. Lisa said, if you had to spend the day with one of the following, who would it be? Tony Khan, Brian Alvarez, or Sean Ross? I could spend the day with one of them. Probably Tony. I mean, it would probably be an annoying day, but what are you going to do with Sean Ross? I mean, no offense to Sean Ross. I like him. He's good at his job. But He's only going to be sat there on the phone, isn't he? You know? Like, what you're going to do, sit round his house and eat some toast and listen to him talking to people on the phone. What are you going to do with Bryan Alvarez? Like, the same. You're going to be round his house, getting ready to do a live stream with Dave Meltzer. At least with Tony, God only knows where you'd be. Private jets, flying around. He'll be on the phone talking about Fulham, talking about Jacksonville Jaguars, talking about AEW. You could talk to him as well about, like, how are you turning this around, mate? What's your plan? How are you going to turn this around? So I think it might not be the popular answer, but I think you'd have a better day with Tony Khan. Listen, I'm all about that private jet life. Yeah. Has Bryan Alvarez got a private jet? Has Sean Ross Sapp got a private jet? So I'd go that way. I'd rather hang out with Dave Meltzer than Bryan Alvarez, said Alex. I would spend the day with Truth. That was not an option for me, Raven. It wasn't an option. Cocaine? Yes, Matt, you're right. Oh my God, private jets and cocaine. Come on, guys. It's not even a choice. It's not even a flipping choice. You're right. I didn't even think about the cocaine. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. What a day. What a day. I wouldn't be dabbling with the cocaine until right at the end of the day, though. You know? Because God only knows I'll be too spaced out to, like, know what the flip's going on. But, yeah, that's a lovely way to round it all off, isn't it? I'd spend the day with Kathy Kelly, said Sean. Sean, I didn't have that as an option. You know, I had 3 options, which I think were purposefully selected because they were likely on the... I don't want to say the duller side. And I would include myself in that. If I was an option, exactly the same boat. You know, this ain't no party over here, right? It's a lot of sitting and reading Twitter and then pulling your hair out because the internet doesn't work. You ain't having no fun if you're hanging with me. So I'm in that same boat, to be honest. But yeah, private jets and cocaine. It's going to be my autobiography title, that is. Kelly the Wise Lady said, I think it's his head. It's too big for his body. JD McDonough. Cocaine and a jet, we'd be living like the 80s. Oh my God, you're right, we would. We would, Alex. Days Tony might get you to write a storyline. No, he doesn't listen to anyone, James. I think what I would do is I'd suggest a few and he'd be like, yeah, God, that sounds brilliant. And then, like, just as you go in, you'd see them in the bin. Like, and you'd be like, oh. So that's why you are where you are. Days, are you doing both Bad Blood and UFC 307, said Mr. Cannon. Well, I'm doing Bad Blood. And my plan is to then go into UFC 307, yes. But, you know, Bad Blood's the priority. So I think that likely means that we'll probably only be able to do the main cards for 307. I mean, this really is something TKO should have sorted. How this has been allowed to happen, I have no idea. Why would you put 2 of your biggest shows on the same time, same night? It's flipping ridiculous. So I don't know who's botched it, but someone's flipping botched it. So, yeah, that is the plan. It does mean that, like, Unseen or Wyatt Sicks video or any of the usual videos we do after will be a bit delayed. But I love UFC. I really don't want to miss the UFC monthly show. But to be perfectly crystal, you know, if Bad Blood was to go 6 hours long or something mental like that, we stick with Bad Blood until it is completely done, right? So this weekend is Bad Bloods. Any UFC that we get is a bonus. But yeah, I am going to try and do both. And I'll tell you what, the internet had better hold out. Right, Royal Rumble has been announced. Indianapolis, Saturday, February 1st. From the Lucas Oil Stadium. That's a stadium, is it? Looks like an arena, doesn't it? Cody is going to be on Pat's show on Wednesday. Obviously, Pat is probably going to be all over this event because it's in Indianapolis. That's a nice stadium, and it really looks like an arena. I mean, you'll never be able to upgrade it, though. Okay, we're backstage with Samuel Zayn. The promos have been better than the matches tonight, said A.B. Jobson. That's true. Disrespect. The Wyatt Sicks door instructions in the background. Again. Are they showing us that on purpose? And they're sort of making it very obvious as well, aren't they? I hope you're watching this, Gunther. You can keep ducking and dodging. I'm not going to stop till I get my chance. So, Sami wants his shot. Okay, we got Judgment Day in the ring. Who was that in the background? I don't know who that was. Sometimes they do just have people in the background. I wasn't too worried about them, to be honest. Sometimes you do just have boomers around. Finn Balor, Damian Priest. That is going to be at Bad Blood. Days, as you know, I've not been on X. I'm taking a break. I've been watching some old films, including The Incredibles. Been a big part of my life going back to my old ways. Kian, shout out to you. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. Taking a break from X is a very good thing to do, to be honest. Yeah, he's going to be in that shark cage. Here's the LWO. LWO making the main. So is this the 6-man tag match thing, is it? Judgment Day versus LWO. Days, I would say F all that boring stuff. Let's go to the cricket and then the pub. Oh, yeah. What? To the football stuff? Yeah. Let's not talk about the cricket either, though, James. There's no cricket talk at the moment. We're just going to talk wrestling. That's all we do on this channel now. You would have to have seen a drunken Tony Khan dancing awkwardly, and then he would tell you to dance with him, said Lisa. I know, Lisa, but if I'm on cocaine and I get to travel around on a private jet, I can be very easily bored, to be honest. So as horrific as some of those things sound, I think I'll be in the right place mentally to deal with them. Right, we are underway with this 6-person tag match. Typical England lose a match because of rain. I know. Well, and also because they were a bit rubbish. Moldy Spoon said, if you could pick any moment in history to watch CCTV footage of, what would it be? That's a good question. If you could watch any moment in history to watch CCTV footage of, what would it be? That's a very good question. What would it be? What would it be? Ooh. Do you know, I might as well just tell you what's in my head. I'm thinking, what's the biggest thing that you would like to have an answer to? I can't really think of anything wrestling-wise. But I was thinking, like, there's a lot of... I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I don't do conspiracy theories. I'm really not someone that's into them. But there's been a lot of talk about if Hitler did kill himself or not in the end of World War II. I don't know if you've ever heard all that stuff about, like, how there are towns in South America that are, like, only speak German. And, like, loads of, like, Nazi Germans, like, after the war, moved to South America. And there's, like, towns and places there that are believed to have been set up by Nazis. And there is a conspiracy theory that Hitler may have found his way to South America. I don't know that that's true. I think he probably died in Germany. But if there was CCTV footage of that, where you could actually see it and you could confirm, oh no, he did actually shoot himself. So I think, you know, fun answer, just for any kids watching. Because, you know, like how the kids enjoy watching. So I like to give fun answers. Fun answer is, I would like CCTV footage to confirm that Hitler did actually shoot himself at the end of World War II. So that we can put that to bed. So we know, like, you know, he might still be with us. I don't know. But probably not. I don't know how old he would be now. But that is definitely one that comes to mind. You know, just a fun one for the kids. All the kids watching. I like to give fun answers. So, yeah, I'd like to just know that a man did definitely shoot himself in the head. That's what I would like to know. I don't know, what else is there? That is a good one, says Albert. There was no CCTV. Well, I can't be picking and choosing, can I? I can't be. I don't know when CCTV was invented or where it's been installed. I was told of any moment, so I picked that one. Because I can't think what else. I mean, I don't really... There's no other, like, mysteries that I can really think of. I wouldn't say the Montreal screw job, because, God, we know everything about that. I mean, you could have CCTV in Gorilla when a certain moment happens. Like, I don't know, would you be interested when Owen Hart died? What it looked like in Gorilla? I mean, that would be interesting, but I don't know if it's more interesting than getting confirmation that Hitler shot himself in the head. So, I'm still thinking that's my front runner. I just don't know. I can't really think of anything else. No, but I feel like there should be loads, shouldn't there? You could see pretty much in any room, in any moment, like, and get the information as to what happens. What actually happens. I can't think of any mystery that I really would be interested in getting the answer to. Landing on the moon? Well... I've seen a documentary about how that was faked, right? And I was like, no, I think it's real. And then I saw another documentary that answered everything in the fake documentary. And they provide answers as to why we did land on the moon. So I don't really have much doubt that we landed on the moon. I genuinely believe we did. I understand where those conspiracy theorists come from. Like, you know, there was a lot of pressure. It was done in a sound stage, all that kind of stuff. But there's no evidence. I mean, you can see the landing site on the moon. There's nothing to suggest that we didn't actually go there. People say silly things like, well, it's not silly, but they talk about the flag waving and all this. There's no wind, so how does the flag wave on the moon? And it's like, well, as soon as he put it in the ground, that obviously resulted in it moving. And because there's no resistance, it just keeps going for a bit. It's all to do with, like, the atmosphere on the moon and everything. So I saw this great documentary that sort of answered all the questions as to, like, you know, why we did go to the moon. So I don't have any doubt about that we went there. I suppose you could, like, have a camera in NASA to just double check it, but I don't know. I'd still go Hitler. I've got more doubt about what happened to him because I don't think they ever found the body. So that's one that I would be a bit more into. Tag being mates. Josh Gates, Expedition Unknown, did a great documentary on Nazis in South America, and it was pretty good, said Gaius. Oh, that's interesting. I would definitely watch that. Because it is really bizarre, isn't it? That there's whole villages, towns in South America that have just got loads of Nazis in. It's clearly there was a big escape by Nazis to South America. And so the belief is maybe Hitler was amongst them. Whoa! Oh no, that was meant to be the launcher, was it? It didn't really launch him. Over through the ropes goes LWO. Quite exciting action, this. Just getting back in. CCTV footage of the first wrestling match. You're talking my language. Oh, Finn Balor. Finn Balor getting involved. JD's gonna get the pin. 2, 3, and he does. JD gets the pin. Balor is in the arena. Yeah, the only thing I'd say about the first wrestling match is wrestling's been going on for centuries. It's one of the oldest, if not the oldest, kind of sport. So pinning down when the first wrestling match was... I mean, you can go back to the 1800s for when they were being done as, like, spectacles rather than just people fighting for the sake of it. But to be honest, you could probably go back even before that. I do like that, though. That is in my wheelhouse. The first worked wrestling match, or when they were shoots. But they were worked in the 1800s as well. No one can really pin down when it first became worked. But we know for a fact that in the early 1900s they were worked. And the belief is that it actually goes back to the late 1800s as well. See, the thing was that it used to be in carnivals. So wrestling used to be in carnivals, and they used to have people kind of get out of the audience. And so what the carnivals would do is they would plant someone in the audience. They would then get them to step up to the wrestler. They would take bets. Who do you think's going to win? And of course, that person in the audience was planted, which meant that the contest that everyone was watching was worked. So going all the way back to the 1800s, which surprises a lot of people because a lot of people think that wrestling matches only became scripted after the war, maybe in the 50s and the 60s. But if you read Fall Guys, which is a brilliant book all about wrestling in the early 1900s, it's very clear that it was certainly scripted then, like in the 1900s, 1910s, 1920s, 1930s, scripted, and evidence that it goes back to the 1800s as well. So yeah, I actually couldn't even tell you when the first worked match was. If it emerged that the first work match was in the 1600s, I'd be like, yeah, okay. As of right now, sitting here, I'm under the impression it was in the 1800s, the first work match. But I wouldn't be that shocked to find out it goes beyond that as well. I don't know how you would be able to do that, though. I don't know what the rules are of the game. How can I get back to the first worked match? If that works, then totally, because then I'm getting information about the date as well, aren't I? So that would be very interesting. This is where, like, it can get a little bit cloudy, though, the history of wrestling, because obviously a lot of that stuff was not written down. It was not documented anywhere. It was just things that were happening. And so this is where we don't quite have the full picture. A sigh of relief of those SmackDown ratings, said Big Time Baxter. Worth noting that WWE PR posted Fast Nationals for USA versus Fox ratings on Saturday. I could imagine because they were irritated by Fox throwing shade, says Big Time. Are you excited for AJ's return, says Amin. Yeah, very much so. Cabbage said, is it me or did something feel off about Raw tonight? Like there's a tension in the building. Everyone's waiting for the shoe to drop. Do you know, it feels that I feel like that. I really feel like I'm sat here and I'm just waiting for Braun and Bronson because that to me is the match that I'm most excited for. That to me is where we could get the Wyatt Sicks. It's where Last Monster Standing we're going to get some big moments. I mean, I think there's been some stuff on this show. I really enjoyed CM Punk Drew. Obviously interesting with the mask situation. I don't know if I did the poll for Judgment Day LWO, so I've just put that up. So yeah, but I feel like I'm sat here waiting as well for that big, juicy thing to like get us going. To be honest though, part of it might be because of my internet trouble that I just don't feel like, you know, not really starting the stream until after Raw has begun is obviously very weird. So I'm kind of putting a little bit of it down to that. But it's holding, it's doing okay. I've reported that there's a problem, so I mean, obviously it's what, 2:30 in the morning. I'd imagine there's no one there to look into it. But hopefully they'll look into it, and so, you know, if there is an issue, they'll get it fixed tomorrow. But right now we are looking at NXT and a little preview. We know that we've got championship matches. But please consider buying my second book, said Sonny. Paperback version is recommended. The Soul Within, a collection of poems. Right, hang on, we've gone back to the show here. We've still got Judgment Day in the ring. That's surely bringing out Rhea and Damian. Because they're gathered in a huddle, which is very unusual. When do you ever see this? They're in a huddle in the ring. Has Finn got a microphone? Is it promo time for Finn Balor? Yes. I heard what you said last week, Damien. You're going to rip out my heart. I don't have a heart. Bad blood, I'm going to prove to the world it was you that needed us. Judgment Day never needed Damian Priest. Oh, Liv. I'm a home wrecking, man stealing, title taking. She's the greatest at doing that. Ah, here's Rhea. Here's Rhea. Rhea interrupts. Mommy is going to make her way down. No surprises that Rhea coming down. No sneak attack or anything. She's come out the entranceway on her own. I thought she might come out with Damian. No sign of Damian. I was with Dom for a very long time. I know all about his dirty little secrets. Are they bringing in the shark cage? Ah, there we go. You are extremely claustrophobic. That's probably news to Dominic. Oh, your character is claustrophobic now, by the way. You'll be soiling yourself and then cleaning yourself up with your brand new merch. Dominic toilet paper is now available, by the way. She is just not as good as me. Big cheers, Liv. It's great seeing the shark cage. Oh, it's Damien from behind. Finn and Damien in the ring. Yeah, we got big shots coming in by Damien. Rhea sneaking up behind Liv. Headbutt. Boom. Big kick to the midsection. Into the barricade goes Dirty Dom. Some good lines in there about the merch. It's, I think, going to be a surprise to Dom that he's claustrophobic. Right now, Rhea grabbing Dom, hurling him into the shark cage. And grabbing him again. Liv comes down. She's running away from Rhea. I don't know where the championship has gone. Rhea chasing after Liv. Liv runs to the back. That means that Dom is on his own. Rhea charging over. Kick to the midsection. She's going to look to throw in a big shot to the back. She opens up the shark cage door. Dominic is pleading as Rhea grabs him, hurls him inside the shark cage. And she's kind of trying to close that door. Liv coming out, throwing in some shots. Rhea down. Liv down. I would rather get whipped to death with a riding crop by Metal Mama than watch Liv, says William. Oh, hello. Balor into the corner. So it's all happening right now. Sling blades. Damien is outnumbered. Drop kick. Balor, boom, planting Damien. Days, you're full of innuendos. Oh, I didn't even know. At least Cody Rhodes' strong body is more nice to look at than Dom Dom, said Elizabeth. Why are they making the women's champ look like a coward? I wasn't as worried about that. I was a little less into Dirty Dom being kind of treated the way he was. I mean, like, how are you meant to take Dirty Dom as serious if he's just going to be getting chucked around by, like, Rhea Ripley? I get that Rhea Ripley is very, very strong. But, yeah, I was looking at that. Like, Dominic should be able to put up some sort of defense. But it don't matter. We know he's not God's gift to masculinity. Boom. Coup de grace there by Finn. Big Time said, did you see Nikita Lyons' photo? At 25, her knees are blown out. Why continue wrestling if requires lots of motion? Well, I mean, that's what she's chosen to do, what she wants to do. And it's obviously going to make it a lot harder with the 2 knee braces on, but it's not impossible to continue wrestling after that point. But it does become a lot more difficult. Look at Tegan Nox. Look at Stone Cold. It is harder. It's not great for her. It's not great for Tegan. Probably not great for Dakota Kai either, to be honest. But, you know, it's one of those where this is what you've chosen to do. This is what you want to do. This is what you feel like your life's calling is. So you give it everything you've got. I can applaud that. I mean, it would not speak very much of her if she was to just give up on her dreams. Because she's had some setbacks. Right, we got a Sheamus video package. It's been so long. Tegan who? Yeah, where is she actually? Where is she? That's a good point. Where is she? Lisa said Vince was known to be a prankster when drunk, especially on a plane when he tried to tackle Kurt Angle. But Matt Hardy had stopped his plan and Angle tackled him. Kian said, I would stare at Mrs. Incredible than watch Liv, says Kian. CM Punk would probably put 2 Pepsi logos inside 2 circles on the Intercontinental title. Might be better, to be honest. As long as they're not Prime. Butch. Oh, he just said the naughty words. He said the word that shouldn't be said. Right, here is American Made. Now, I don't expect American Maids to... I don't expect Wyatt Sicks to be coming out at this point. But obviously, we're so used to seeing them around American Maids. Even this weekend at live events, you still sort of go, oh, okay, here we go. Might get some here. So American Made making their way down to the ring. They've built the story nicely with Judgment Day and Terror Twins, says AB Jobson. I've just watched an old clip of Shawn making matches between Vince and Shane, which he made a 6-man tag. Vince, Rock, Austin against Taker, Triple H, and Shane. Oh, Commissioner Shawn you're on about. Got you. I didn't know what we were talking about then. Here's Chad. So Chad is taking on Kofi Kingston. What's this? Pete Rose? Yeah. Pete Rose. So Pete Rose passed away. Yeah, that was always really fun, him and Kane. So we get a graphic in memory of Pete Rose. WWE Hall of Famer. Right, we are going to commercial break. Days, what about CCTV footage of AEW Brawl Out? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I mean, I can't really put that above Hitler. But, yeah, I'd watch that. To kind of get the truth. The thing is, I don't disbelieve CM Punk, though. CM Punk says something, and then when we see it, it tends to be true. I mean, what he said on Ariel Helwani looked good, like what had happened on the CCTV when we saw Brawl In, was it? So if we was to go and watch Brawl Out, my guess is it'll be in line with what CM Punk has said. So yeah, I'd say that's a good shout, but I can't put it over finding out if Hitler actually died. Ivy didn't look like she wanted to be there, said Callie. 100 Box says MILB juice him dry, now he's gone. I don't know what that means. Carl and Dawn, shout out to you, said CC Dub Titanic hitting the iceberg. So you'd like CCTV of that moment. Is there... I mean, yeah, I get you. But I don't know what I would be looking for, though. That's the only thing. Like, we know it hit, and we sort of feel like the film probably is what happened, but I don't know quite what I'm looking for unless it's just like confirmation of like, okay, this is how everyone reacted. I mean, it would be interesting to see. Horrific, of course. It's a shame there's no nice things, isn't there? So far, we've got a massive backstage fight in AEW, a man shooting himself in the head, or the sinking of the Titanic. That's where we are at the moment. Like, oh my god, is there nothing nice that we could have had instead? It's a good one, though. I don't mind that one. I don't think there's any mystery there, like, that needs solving, but I suppose to just see that, I mean, it is one of the most famous disasters of all time, isn't it, of course? But what about Cleopatra's death? Oh, I don't really know enough about it. Was that like under suspicious circumstances? I don't know. Building of the pyramids? I mean, that'd be pretty good. Because there are people that are like, how were they so technologically advanced? I don't think it was done by aliens or anything like that, but I suppose if you could actually see them being built, that would be kind of interesting. Wouldn't it? It'd be interesting. Is Cleopatra's death like a thing? Is that like a mystery? Do we not know? Is it a whodunit? Is it like one of the longest running whodunits? Because I've got to be honest, by this point, I don't think you're getting the answer. Woods is going to save Kofi, then attack him, said Davids. How about CCTV of the Queen? You want to watch CCTV of the Queen dying? Her final breath? I don't think there's any mystery there, though, is there? That all you're doing is watching an old lady die. See that any day. Yeah, I don't know. That maybe, I don't know. I don't know why I'd watch that. I mean, it's a big moment, but I believe she's dead. I don't think she's living on an island anywhere. What's this? We've got damage control. We plan on making them full. They're sending a message to Jade and Bianca. We'll take over WWE again. Damage control is still the most dominant force. I'll be living in your head rent-free. EO sending a word to Bianca. So they're coming for those tag titles. Even though we know what happened with the plane ride, that would be a fun watch, said Moldy. CCTV, what led to the Columbine High School massacre shooting, says Elizabeth. Have you seen Bowling for Columbine? It's brilliant. Really got me into Michael Moore documentaries. He hasn't done anything. I mean, he did Fahrenheit 9/11 and Sicko, and he's done like a few since, which have been fun watches, but that was the first one I saw of his, and it was brilliant. Is there... I can't remember, though, that there's a mystery there. I mean, they know who did it, don't they? I suppose... Why? I think the truth is you've just got some very disturbed people in the world. CCTV footage of the Wyatt Sicks... Ah, there we go, Spartan. There we go. Bringing it back to wrestling. So, we've got shootings. Multiple shootings. We've got Titanic. Now Spartan's got a massacre. I'd like to see CCTV footage of someone eating the first ever chocolate bar. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Imagine that when they bite into it and they're like... Like that. I bet the first one was horrible, though. I bet they hadn't quite worked out the ingredients quite right. Someone eating the first nice chocolate bar. There we go. Look at that. Saved it. CCTV of drunk days. Oh, mate, it was so bad. It was so bad. I don't remember getting home. And then when I woke up, I was literally like lying on my bathroom floor, shivering because I've got a tiled floor. And I'm just lying on my bathroom floor, and I must have been there hours. So I was like... I was like really cold. German suplex. This was Sunday morning. Because my plan was to do an unseen on like Sunday, but I couldn't. Because I didn't even have the energy to blink. And I just felt so ill. So Sunday was a write-off. So I managed to get an unseen up earlier today. I feel obviously fine now, but then my internet flipping went. CCTV footage of Bobby the Brain and Gorilla regular card games backstage in the day, said Rick. With all the different wrestlers joining, that'd be fun. With like Andre was always playing cards, wasn't he, backstage? That could be fun. I bet there's some fun stories, probably not PG, but I bet there's be some fun moments. CCTV of who pied Kevin Owen. Dylan, that's great. That's a great one. Who pied Kevin Owens? I really like that. Kim Shane said CCTV of Tommy's alleged girlfriend. I'm into that as well, to be honest. I am into that as well. Let's put a face to the name, shall we? We've all heard how awful she is, but it would be good to put a face to the name. CCTV of Jack the Ripper. Yeah. The only thing is, though, we would see him and we'd still be like, who's that boomer? We still wouldn't know. And to be honest, I don't know if we can send the footage to the authorities because they're all dead. So I'm sure that we'd be able to find pictures of the suspects. So we'd be able to figure out who it was. So that's a good one. So we'll add man that murdered prostitutes to the list now, shall we? Do you remember when I said earlier about someone trying the first nice chocolate bar? That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun. But now here's Carl with his prostitute killer. Awesome. The Beach Kevin, shout out to you, buds. The Beach Kevin said, Days, to make sure there aren't any more internet issues, can you go ahead and move to London and get that set up before tomorrow's NXT stream? Oh, God. I wish, mate. I wish. I wish I lived in a place where I had amazing broadband. But if I lived in a place where amazing broadband was, or even passable broadband was available, oh, God. It would change my life. But unfortunately, I live in the countryside and the broadband around here is atrocious. The broadband, and it's been this way for years, actually since I've been here, we get about 10 to 15 meg download, which is that's fine. You can watch shows with that. You can do things in that. But the thing is, for me to stream out, I need uploads. This is what a few people get confused by. You've got your download, you've got your upload. It's upload I need. I'm uploading to the internet. And it's always a lower number. So, like, in our house, we'll get, like, 10 to 15 meg download. I'm only getting about 1-2 meg uploads. Can't really do anything with that. Can't stream on that. I could drop every setting to its absolute lowest. And I might be able to do something with it, but to be honest, it will likely still crash. It's just not workable. Hence why I have to spend so much money a month on like routers and everything. But all of my routers and my phone and everything relies on the nearest 5G mast. If that mast goes down like it did earlier today, dead, mate. Dead. Done. Game over. Literally nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. So that's why we were down for a couple of hours. So, yeah, moving to London might be a good fix, to be honest. Kofi getting back up to his feet. Mr. Burt Wayne said, have we noticed the wound reappear in Chad's head from the initial Wyatt Sicks massacre attack? Well, I saw that there was a wound that opened up. I don't know that it's the same one. So I don't know that that is calling back to that, but that's an interesting theory. I feel like we're done with American Made, to be honest. Roll up by Chad, picking up Kofi, looking for, no, through the legs, roll up. 1, 2, reverse, Chad, 1, 2. Oh, looked like he was going to grab the tights there. 1, 2, no, Kofi kicks out. Round the back, crucifix pin by Kofi. Gets it. 1, 2. Oh, Xavier is at ringside. Lots of quick pin attempts here. Oh. Both of these are reversing quickly and they're bridging. Chad trying to bridge up and he does. Tell you what, this is pretty fun, isn't it? Pretty fun little encounter that we've got here. He's got Kofi up on his shoulder. He's got him in like a razor's edge. Ah, but he plants him face first. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out by Kofi. So yeah, Mr. Burtwain, that's pretty fun theory. It's pretty fun theory. Wes said, hope all is well. Check your emails and please respond. Yeah, I will, but I'm going to have to just leave it until after this. But I will try and get to the emails. Fun question. Imagine you're at the Sahara in a mini vehicle with 3 friends taking pictures, and all of a sudden the vehicle engine stops and you've got 6 hyenas trying to pounce. What would you do? That's a fun question. Well, I'm pretty screwed, aren't I, if I'm stuck in the Sahara? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm getting phone reception. I don't even know who I'm calling. Right now, we've got an ankle lock there by Chad. Roll through. Chad goes into the corner. Oh, SOS. Goes for the pin. 2. Oh, Chad grabs the rope. Chad grabs the rope. Right, we're into the final hour. It's the final countdown. Yes. Xavier and Ray. Zoey and Lyra. They're just going through all the results tonight. I think we've got all the scores. Don't think we missed anything. Judgment Day, LWO. Yep. Kofi launches himself onto American Made. They all go down. Right now, Kofi chuck in. Brutus back into the ring. There's Xavier. He takes down Julius. Where's Chad's? Right now, we got Kofi in there. Oh, Chad in the ring. Here's Ivy, though, with the distraction. Chad gets the ropes. Oh, Xavier trips Chad's. Yeah, that might cost Kofi. Wow, he's trying to... I think he was trying to help there. Bridge. 1, 2, 3. Chad gets the win, and it's all because of Xavier. Xavier tripped Chad's. But actually, Kofi was about to hit. Yeah, he tried to help. He was trying to help. He was trying to help. Oh. Trouble in Paradise was lined up, weren't it? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's an L for Kofi. He's got loads of them in his career. It's no biggie. I'd say that's no problem, to be honest. If Kofi's going to get upset after every L, then he must be in a really dark place right now. Last monster stand-in match still coming up. Seth Rollins was in the building in Baltimore. Mr. Burtwain said the final third hour for a long time. Yeah. Won't be missed, to be honest. I'm all right with it. I know that Raw has been great this year. And it's not the year we would look to lose it, but I would just feel like a hypocrite if now that they finally take it away, I act all disappointed. After years of being like, oh, I think we need to go to 2 hours Raws. So, yeah, it'll be all right. I'm fine with it. It's not permanent. Right, we're backstage with Jackie Redmond and Bronson Reed. I would say that Liv has been doing her best work, said Lisa. As before, I didn't see her as a main eventer, but she has done well. Thoughts? I think she is doing her best work, but I think it's because she's got, like, the best creative she's ever had. I mean, this story with Rhea and Dom and everything has been really captivating. I still worry about her promos. I think her match quality is light years ahead of when she first arrived on the main roster. There is undeniable even Liv's biggest hater can't say she's not improved in the ring. She massively has. I still find her voice to be quite high-pitched and her promos to be a bit lacking, shall we say. There's not much in the way of kill shots in her promos. And her delivery is getting better, I would say. There's more fluctuation, rather than it just being like one tone like it has been in the past. So I'd say even with the promos, there's improvement. But oh, here we go. Wyatt Sicks. Video package. We see your intent. Anger is festering into rage. Do not go down this path. It ends in your demise. So a real warning here. You know better. Do not force our hand. Heed our... I've never seen that word before. Admonition. What's this? Oh, wow! Wow! The bride was Nikki all along! Wow! We got the answer! As soon as the bride was taking off the veil, I was like, oh, it's gonna cut. But you keep seeing it going, and it was Nikki! Oh, wow! Big moment. Huge moment. That is something people have wanted an answer to all throughout Nightbirds. And we thought it was Nikki. We felt it was Nikki. She was definitely the front runner, the lead in theory. But to get it confirmed, to get that confirmed, that's good. That's good. That's good. And a QR code as well. Boom. Right. Let's end this poll. 64, 24, 3, and 7. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we've got the QR codes. Let's jump over. And let's see. Oh, I can't scan it. I don't have I'm streaming on my phone, so I can't scan it. Ow! What does anyone have what it leads you to? Does anyone know what the code leads you to? Oh, mate. Upload 109. I'm well, Joe. I am well, Joe. Feels like we got closure on that, said King Joker. Definitely looks like days. When you click on Do Not Force Our Hand, it goes to the nights the massacre happened. Well, has anyone got the codes? Let's see if we can find that code, shall we? It just says do not... Oh, it's Exordium, is it? Exordium? Wyatt Sicks code. You refuse salvation. Do not force our hand. The reckoning is here. Let's take it to... Let's put that in there. I'm gonna been getting tagged in things. Oh, hello, word thing, word puzzle. Okay, that's gonna take a while for people to work out. That's gonna take a while for people to work out. Where did people find that? By clicking on... What's this? Click refuse. Ooh. I hope you haven't forgotten us. We miss you, but if we don't allow opportunity for repentance, we are no better than the liars and the swine. Our work is not done, but the burden is heavy. Please, one more time, have patience. Not much longer now. Their grace dwindles. What's on the edge? I hear you, my life for you. I hear you. We watch, we listen. What's this down here? Oh my god, I can't read it. Can't read that. Whatever that is at the bottom there. Struggling with that bit. I've read these bits on the sides. That's interesting though. That apparently if you, according to Jesse, if you click refuse, then you get that image. Gunther has made his way down. Is that old? Is that old? That old? Is that Karis one old? Okay, Gunther has made his way down. I'm just going to listen to what Gunther's saying. At the moment, this hasn't shown itself to have loads in it. Oh, we got a YouTube video, have we? Here's Sami. Sami making his way down. So, have we got a new WWE.com recapitulation? Is there a new entry in there? Or is that an old entry? Kintsungi. Karis has been there before, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't think Karis isn't new. Okay, so Sami's come down and said, put your championship on the line. The file name for the picture is Last Chance. Liars often set their own trap. Man, when you don't actually have the link yourself, it's really hard to know where or how all of this connects. If I'm on your level, then how come I'm the one that beat you at WrestleMania? So Sami has come down and he's confronting Gunther. I pinned you. Click the word her. You're scared it's going to happen again, says Sami. How long we got? 45 minutes. Oh, it took us to Wyatt Sicks 3. I'm sure it was Wyatt Sicks 2 the other day. You're right. I am afraid. I'm afraid for my reputation, says Gunther. Losing to you has been the biggest embarrassment of my career, says Gunther. I was very confident I would beat you. I flew my family over. But once it was done, I went to the bank. And I had to look my father in the eye. I like this from Gunther. I like this. I don't know what he's saying. Sami is bringing up stuff that people forgot, said Zoom Station. So his father said to him, I had to fly all the way here to see you lose to that bum. I don't expect you to understand. Your family is used to seeing you fail. Your family doesn't expect anything from you. I am the golden goose. I am something you will never be. I am the world heavyweight champion. What do I do when I fail in front of my family? I pick myself back up. You crumbled when you failed. Days, Elio's torn his ACL. How has he? Oh, I never heard that. Oh, God. Well, on a live show. You didn't show your face here because you couldn't show your face here. And all because your dad made you feel like a loser. Every word's clickable, said Davids. I know, I'm finding that. I'm trying to pay attention to this, but I'm just clicking on these different things and it's opening loads of stuff. Gunther has snapped and now he's unloading on Sami. Sami unloading back though. Sami over in the corner. Gonna look to hit a haluva. No, no joy. Gunther grabs Sami. Sleeper hold applied. Now he's gonna look to powerbomb Sami. And he does. It makes sense now, said Six. Who won the Hall of Fame? Oh, I haven't looked at that yet, buds. Too busy drowning in this at the moment. So, Sami has been planted. Wyatt Sicks just said, love the stream. Really pleased that you're back. Sorry to hear you had internet trouble. You should definitely try a different provider. We can definitely vouch for 3. EE is not very good. That's what that just said. That's if you click on Reckoning, you get a flipping audio clip. We're showing off some signs. Here's Awesome Truth. What was that called? It was called Advertisement. What's up? What's up? That's Morse codes. You refuse salvation. Is that what it says? Buds. Oh my god, I've just everything you click on. These are too big, man. They're too big. How? This is not a quick process to like go through all of this. Literally everything I'm clicking on is like resulting in something. Pressure. Pressure. Well, I mean, I should have a video up in about 2 weeks' time. Pressure. Pressure. Yeah, just seeing that news about Elia's ACL out for 6 to 9. That sucks, doesn't it, man? That's really flipping sucks. Right. Puzzle has been solved. Well done, What did it say? Have you figured it out yet? Well, we're working on it. Jeez. Brett Iron Wolf Net TV. Well done, my friend. You was the first person that I saw with that answer. Richard has done it as well. Ian has worked something out here. Decoded, brother, do not be so distracted by the beast that you miss the serpent in the weeds. The audio is going to be awful in it to work out, Mr. Burt Wayne said, or is it a message to the Miz? Well, need to figure out what the message is first before we figure out who it's to. For the Morse code audio file, brother, do not be so distracted by the beast that you miss the serpent in the weeds. Days, check X. Oh, I'm going through it, but I mean, I am drowning. TNG said the name of the Morse code file is advertisement, the French word for warning. Oh, I like that. Click in the middle of the page leads to a YouTube video when the Wyatt Sicks returns. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. I don't think I've found this one yet. I mean, I've seen this one, but I don't think I've found the link to that one. People are telling me bottom left corner, bottom left corner, bottom left corner. Let's add that. Let's add that. Right, we're going back. We've got 34 minutes left to go. So if we move over to it, sort of bottom left corner down here. I don't know. Nothing happens for me. Oh, hello. No, don't play that. That's if you click there. If you click all of these, they add to something. Boom. Bottom right corner too. Bottom right corner. Oh yeah. It's called Last Chance, that. Okay, R-Truth and so Awesome Truth in there with AOP. So that is down, that was down here somewhere. There. So that leads to Summit, that leads to Summit. Salvation leads to Summit, that 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 leads to Summit. Down here leads to Summit. Where is it again, though? There. That leads to Summit. That leads to Summit. So that must mean the other one's like round there. Got you. What's that one called? Convergence. Convergence. Right. Boom. Days, if you click the word is, got that one. I've got you refuse salvation here, reckoning. The middle bit is bottom right and bottom left. Right now, we've got AOP to the outside. We should be going to commercial break again. Mr. Burt Wayne said the serpent in the weeds is Carrion. The Miz is blind to it, says Mr. Burt Wayne. What have we got? Is there anything that connects Carrion to that? Is there anything that connects him to it? Oh, wow, Miz! Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Carrion is laughing. Miz is going to walk away after turning on R-Truth. Yeah, Carrion is really into it. R-Truth is just on his own. Oh my God. Things are happening. Things are happening. AOP beat the Awesome Truth. R-Truth has been turned on again. So there's NWA have broke some news. They're going to be showing their shows on Twitter. Oh, that's good. I like that. Miss Burtwain said, need I say more? He has just forced their hand. Yeah. I really don't get this. I've got people asking me, who's this? Who do people think this is? Oh, hello, what's that? Have I seen this? Oh, I don't think I'd seen an answer to this. Friends are the family we choose or ourselves. Don't let your pride overcome you. You know better. I think that's the first time I'd seen an answer to that one. Right now, we're running down the Bad Bloods cards. Now we're getting to our main events. We're getting to our main events. Boom. Muse said, R-Truth back to Judgment Day confirmed. R-Truth back to Judgment Day. Right. Monster main event coming up, said James. Yeah, man. It's going to be good. Right, let's go. That was all quite older ones, to be honest. Let's see what the newer ones are. I think Raw main event nowadays feels like it's premium live event level, said Marcus. R-Truth joining the Terror Twins. Now it's going to be the Terror Triplet, said Shockwave. Seeing as they just said last chance, it makes me feel they're not showing up tonight. Yeah, we did theorize about that earlier, that actually we might get interference. And what that might result in is it might result in the Wyatt Sicks now making their presence felt next week. I can't wait for Julia Roxanne match tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. Wyatt Sicks showing up or the ring imploding. I think there's a chance the ring implodes. I thought that they hadn't put the LEDs on because of the cage being lowered. But actually looking at the situation with the cell being around the ring, it didn't really interact with the ring. So I think there's still a chance that the ring could go here. Yes, I think there's still a chance. I reckon my stats on the second book, only 2 were sold, says Sonny. I think it's hard, Sonny, because like it's like with your tarot reading, to be honest, like you need to find that community. You know, this community and the other communities you hang out with, they're wrestling communities. They're not really poetry communities or tarot reading communities. Like, I think to get success in those, you need to like really get in with the people that are into that. So, I don't know. Have a little think about wrestling. I mean, this is a wrestling community. And I'm sure a lot of other communities, you're in a wrestling communities as well. So, I think it was always going to be hard to reach out to people in these communities because you're sort of promoting something that, I don't know, that people are that interested in, to be honest. But they are interested in wrestling. Just worth bearing in mind. We're backstage with Gunther and Ludwig. That match happens next week. Oh, look, we've got... Is that Xavier and Kofi in the background? Here's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's looking at this championship. He really is a badass. You'll see sooner than you think. Braun Breaker stepping up to Gunther. That feels really early, doesn't it? It seems really soon. So next week is when we're doing this World Heavyweight Championship match. I thought that would be added to Bad Blood, but apparently not. Doing it next week instead. Next Monday, we've got Jey against Xavier for the IC title. That was a bit awkward, said Lee. NXT is throwing Julia into the deep end. She debuts immediately into a title picture as an unknown. Her English gets exposed last week, and we don't know how Chicago will react to her. She's going to be fine. People love her. She's going to be fine. Okay, here's Bronson. So that was good. That was great. That was 11. That was 7. That was good. 89%. Okay, main event. This is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. This is the match we've all been waiting for. This is the part of the show we've all been waiting for. Braun Strowman versus Big Bronson Reed. Are we going to get the ring breaking? We should do that poll, shouldn't we? Let's see what you lot think. Do you think we get the ring breaking? Will the ring break? So we've got that up. I think the binary cipher is to Braun. They've offered help and he never responded. They're telling him, don't think you don't need us. Don't let your pride overcome you. You know better, said Wacko Magician. To be honest, I've not been able to really get my head wrapped around it yet. So you could be correct. Here we go. Then we are underway with this one. Two of the biggest monsters that we've ever seen in the ring. And Wade Barrett said he's getting scared already. Don't be disappointed if the ring doesn't break, said Stuart. Oh, yeah, no, people shouldn't be disappointed if it doesn't. I think there's just a chance that it could. Right now, we've got Braun and Bronson over by the commentary table. Commentary table is destroyed. Bronson back up, so you're going to have to be kept down for like 10 seconds. Right, commercial break. Days, I just pre-ordered the Bray Wyatt Pitch Black Match Ultimate Edition figure and I can't wait to get it. Should be great. Yeah, looking forward to it. Right. Wasn't it Braun and Big Show last time the ring broke? Do you know, I don't remember. I can't remember the last time it went. Been a little while. Here we go. 1st of October. I am doing sober for October, said WWE biggest fan. Miz is going to get the IC title, said Danielle. Even though I'm on vacation, I wasn't missing this match. I predict chaos, said Nathan. Carrion is going to interfere. The Wyatt Sicks will help Braun. Lisa said, was that alarm sound due to the FBI after you? Oh, I didn't hear an alarm sound. There was an alarm sound. I heard a beeping sound earlier. That was the binary, of course. He lifted the ring up with Roman inside. Yeah, that was the last time. That was the last time I remember the ring being tampered with, but the ring actually like imploded. Genuinely can't remember the last time that happened. Ring is breaking 100%, said AB Jobson. The ring literally wobbled as soon as Bronson ran. I can't believe that. I can't believe he's out for all that time. Remember Big Show, Mark Hemp breaking the ring. Spartan said, Days, what matches or superstars could we see at Crown Jewel? Well, I don't know, but let's get through Bad Blood first. We need to do that one first. I'd imagine that Roman's meant to be there. So I think there's maybe a chance that we do Roman against Solo or Roman against someone from the new bloodline. I don't think we would do Roman Jacob. Word on the street is Roman Solo at WrestleMania, but of course you can always do that as a rematch. You could always do Roman Solo, have Solo win thanks to outside interference, and then do the rematch for WrestleMania. Okay, we've got Bronson on the outsides. He's looking for a suplex. So there's a load of chairs that are set up. Braun goes against the ropes. Oh, he's kind of having to... Oh, it's Bronson that goes through the chairs. You can see that he's hobbling. So it looks like Braun is like struggling with his mobility. So right now we've got Big Bronson Reed down. Big Bronson Reed gets up to his feet. Referee still counting away. Braun chasing after him. We're away from the ringside area now. Double axe handle there by Braun. Yeah, look, he's really struggling, isn't he, with his walking. Into the LED screen goes Braun. Braun goes down. Bronson looking over. Big Bronson with a chair going over to Braun. Going to look to smash him with the chair, but a big shot there by Braun. Braun grabs the chair, wallops Bronson with it. And again across the back. Bronson going over to a trunk. He's being helped up here. So he's on a bit of a raised platform. On top of the crates, we've got a big spot coming up here. He's going to choke slam him through a table where there just happens to be some cups and plates and things. Oh! Big Bronson Reed has got Braun! Ah! Big spot! Wow! Bronson ends up going through the table as well, but that's a really cool looking spot. Tables explode. Both guys are down. Referee counting away. They've got to get up by the count of 10, of course. But that was a big spot. And they do. Bronson gets back up to his feet, goes over to Braun. Braun is still down. I don't know what we're up to, but Braun's going to answer the count. Strowman back up. He goes after Bronson. Clothesline. Chucks him over to the ringside area. Braun looks actually hurt, said Orvolia. Yeah, I agree, he does. Matthew, shout out to you, my friend. Matthew Friedman. Appreciate it. Referee counting away. Braun Strowman. And we go to commercial break. So this might be our final commercial break. No outside interference at the moment. So yeah, no outside interference. Still plenty of time though. This is going down as a big Raw main event match to remember, said Marcus. It's really fun. Really fun. You can't really take your eyes off it because you just don't know what's going to happen like next. So we are at commercial break. We've only got 11 minutes left to go. Do we think Seth will return soon? I think so. I think so. He's making appearances and everything, so hopefully his injury has recovered. I mean, we haven't really seen him much since WrestleMania. Obviously, we saw him at SummerSlam in like a kind of guest position. Guest referee, special guest referee. Everything normally happens near the end if there's outside interference. Yeah, this thing's still just in the process of warming up at the moment. Imagine WWE wrestlers playing a match of cricket. That'd be fun. But should do well, wouldn't he? Because he's got the cricket bat. I just want Danhausen to show up, said Blue Chew. I think we'd have to file that under unlikely. Okay, we are still at commercial break at the moment. We should be going back very soon. Liv will beat Rhea due to Raquel helping her beat Rhea and becoming her muscle. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm totally down for Raquel coming back and being part of this story. I think it'd be a nice way of just kind of enhancing things. WWE wrestlers playing rugby. Is Punk going to kill Drew? Well, I think Punk will win. So I do have Punk winning that. I don't know that he's gonna kill him, but I do have him winning. Right, we should be going back to the show now. Took a hot minute. Okay, here we go. Big Bronson reads. Charging over. Braun goes through that timekeeper's area. Oof. The barricade being like chucked around. The announce desk has been destroyed. We're up to 6 at the moment. And he has managed to get back up to his feet. Is Bronson charging over? Oh, wow! Wow! Into the into the barricades, which just exploded into the front row. We've got boomers everywhere. Wow. That dude's down. There's a woman that's selling. I hope that they were planted. If they were real fans, then we've got big trouble. Look, we've got people that have come down. Don't tell me there's someone trapped under there. So, just got driven in. That's amazing. Look at all these people that have come down, all this security. Are you all right? Are you all right? So they are just checking on, like, the people. There's a mother that's down. I think there might have been, like, a child that was in that area as well. What a moment that was, man. Whilst they're all distracted with that, we've got a tsunami connects. Tsunami connects by Big Bronson Reed. Yeah, he wants a referee. In all fairness, one referee could be in there. Yeah, we don't need all of them people. If I'm Bronson Reed, I understand why he's angry. Right now, he's climbing up again. He's gonna deliver another tsunami. A 5-year-old has been squashed. Well, that's the risk you take. I've got no sympathy. Right now, he's grabbing people and he's chucking them into the ring. Right now, you've got, is that Adam Pearce that's having a word because loads of refs were being chucked around? Here's Bronson. He's grabbed a hold of Adam Pearce. Security have come over. Oh, it's carnage, man. Look at all of these security. Where's Braun? Braun's going up top. Braun up top. Oh! Air Strowman! Air Strowman! Wow! Over 300 odd pounds to the outsides. Wow, look at this crossbody. Could you imagine the moment they said to him, we want you to do this tonight? He was probably like, what? You want me to get up and do a crossbody to the outside on top of a load of boomers? Could you imagine being one of them boomers as Strowman comes landing down on top of you? Gods. This is literally a last man standing match. Who is going to be the literal last man standing? Involving securities, refs, competitors. Bronson Reed just stepped on one of the guards to get back up to his feet. Crowd are chanting, this is awesome. What did I just watch, said Marcus. Lone Star said, this is something. Kyle said, big meats. Yeah, really good, really fun. He's back up on his feet right now. He grabs Bronson. He chucks Bronson back into the ring. Here's Braun then climbing up. What time is it? We got 3 minutes to go. We got 3 minutes to go. So he's climbing up. Braun, he's struggling though. He was really trying to climb up, but he's struggling. He has. Oh, chair shot thrown in. So they're both up top right now. Is this going to be the spot? Suplex, ring break. This is where it would happen, isn't it? Big finale, 2 minutes to go. Bronson throwing in these big clubbing blows. He's looking to hit this superplex. He's got him. Here it is. Yes, and it does. Ring breaks. Ring breaks. Big superplex by Bronson on Braun. And the ring didn't collapse. It was just that two of the ring posts kind of come in. We're looking at a replay of it. Yeah, it has kind of sunk. It looks like it's sunk, which is probably understandable considering two of the ring posts have gone. So Wade Barrett said rings were not designed for this. Who's going to answer the call, though? Because we're right at the end of the show. Someone's running down. Who's running down? It's Seth Rollins! Seth Rollins! Seth Rollins hits a curb stomp on Bronson. Oh my God. Big Bronson Reed is curb stomped. Strowman beats the count. Strowman wins. But no outside interference other than Seth, who helped Braun. Welcome back, Seth. Seth Rollins is back. And I am confused because, I don't know about you, I was waiting for someone to interfere and force the Wyatt Sicks' hand. It feels like Final Testament and Miz are the focus, but they didn't get involved with Braun. Welcome back, Seth. Good though. Fun, wasn't it? Great way to end the show. Great way to end the show. Right, will the ring break? 78% of you said yes, and that was correct. Let's get the score in for that main event match, shall we? So, match score. Do we think it was all time? Do we think it was great? Do we think it was good? Or do we think it was bad? What are we scoring that absolutely crazy match that we just had? That was all time. Bye for now, said Jaden. What a way to conclude a 3-hour Raw, said Big Time. Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker. That'd be good. I give the match 8.25 and the show an 8, said Shell. Banger Raw, said Grant Jameson. The Wyatt Sicks not speaking to Braun. I think they were speaking to Braun. I still think there's messages to Braun in there. Brother and all this kind of stuff. And don't forget that URL with the rearrange the letters, you get Braun. Like, for me, Braun is still someone that's being spoken to. But it's not gone the way we thought with that main event. But yeah, I wouldn't be throwing the baby out with the bathwater. That was incredible, said Amy Jobson. Great match, said Stephen. The Wyatt decodes were great, said Keith. Wyatt Sicks referenced the massacre in the QR codes. We had another massacre in the ring tonight, Braun and Bronson. NXT moving to CW Network is a big deal, said Just Me. Yep, tomorrow's going to be huge. And, you know, hopefully the internet's going to be in a good place to capitalize on that. Depends on the bathwater and the baby, said Blue Chew. That is true. But don't be distracted by the beast that you miss the serpent in the weeds, says Keith. Yes. That was one of the messages tonight. Imagine Giant Gonzalez, Yokozuna, said Prince Moolah. His knees are busted, said Evan. He was really struggling, wasn't he, Braun, there? Weird that there was no entrance or music pop for Seth, said Andrew. What happened to the internet? It disappeared, but it came back. Does NXT pop 1 million tomorrow? Gotta imagine a premiere will be the highest rated. I wouldn't think so. I mean, for that to do 1 million, I mean, would be mind-blowing. To go from where we are at like 600 and some thousand and get to 1 million. I wouldn't think so. CM Punk's been on before. I know that it's the debut. I know there's a couple of title matches. I think if they can get to 800,000 range, I really think that's a success. I mean, CW is not as big as USA Network, so it is a step down. But it is meant to have more potential. Like, I think it's in more homes. but it's just, I don't think their lineup of shows is very good. So I'm sort of seeing it as being about similar to where they are. So if they can get 800,000, 800, 820, 850, something like that, I think that's a big dub. If they can do that to me. If they can get 1 million, that's mind-blowing to me. That would be mind-blowing. Right, Nathan, shout out to you. Stephen, shout out to you. We are going to wrap things up. I want to just make sure I get the score, and I want to make sure that we've not missed any super chats or anything. No, we're on top of those. Score-wise, let's end the poll. So I can tell you Braun versus Bronson. All-time 44%, which I actually think is very, very fair. I think that's very fair. We've seen the ring break a few times before. It's, you know, always exciting to see. Crossbody and loads of great spots in there. But yeah, I think that the car spot was maybe more impressive to me than the ring break spot. So I think that it deserved its high rating, but it's not anything like 77% all time or anything like that. It's up there. We're going to talk about it at the end of the year. It's one of the absolute best matches of the year. Very rare for us to get all time, but it's not like bonkers all time, and I agree with that. I don't think it's not beaten Cody Roman, so you know I agree with that. So I think that's a very good score from the community there. So I'm going to run away and try and get my head around all of this Wyatt Sicks stuff. Appreciate people sticking with us. I know that it was frustrating. It was, I promise you, more frustrating for me than anyone else with a delay. But I never stop trying. I will never stop trying when it comes to getting to go live. So I'm pleased that we were able to get something out there this week. Hopefully tomorrow we get a bit more success. So we will be back tomorrow with the Wrestling Escape Pod and, of course, with NXT. It's going to be a big NXT. So very much looking forward to that. So thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.